Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video is going to be another B6 plan with me. So these are going to be on a weekly basis and I'm going to try and do these every Sunday for like the week before, just how that works with my schedule with work and uni. So hopefully, yeah, I can stick to every Sunday and then obviously different videos throughout the week. But there's been a few in a row, but that's just because I'm trying to get my schedule organised, and at the moment these are the videos that are easiest to film and edit and that sort of thing, but there definitely will be other stuff coming. I've just sent a box from the US and it's probably my biggest one I've ever had. It's full. I think it had like 20 parcels in it, so that's on the way, should be here by next week, so that's going to be exciting. I really like haul video. I like watching haul videos, so hopefully you guys like watching them too. But for today we're going to be doing a memory spread in my B6. So I'm using this kit from Glam Planner. It was a mystery kit from I think last year, maybe the year before, can't quite remember, but it is a Peter Pan theme, and like the kit that I used last week, the succulents one, which was also a mystery, I just couldn't fit it into my main spread. I'm not really sure why. It just didn't, I just don't know when to use it. Peter Pan's not my favourite movie, but I do love the kit, so I just didn't know, you know, I'm not going to watch it, so I wouldn't use it then, and I just didn't know, so I thought better to use it in this planner, and I'm actually going to use it across 2 weeks, so I'll show you how I plan on splitting it. But essentially I'm going to be using 5 of these full boxes, so I think 1, 2, 3, 4, and then half of this in this spread to make 5, and then I'll have the other ones, plus you got extra boxes, so I've got plenty of boxes here to do 2 spreads with. So I'm going to use these 4 and then this one to make 5 in my second spread. I'm not going to use the double box, but this is what it looks like. It just doesn't really fit in this planner, it's way too big. This is the glitter headers, so you can see the colours, which are really nice. Hoping you can see, yeah, there. So I've already pre-cut this, so I will use this washi. Well, I don't know if I'll use it twice, but I wanted to at least have the option to use it twice, so I have cut it in half on both strips. And then I'm going to use the date covers in this spread and then pull in date covers in the next spread, and then you can see I've got 2 more boxes, but again, even like 2 boxes next to each other doesn't really work in this planner, so I'm going to leave those out. This is an older format. I think this must be from 2 years ago because of this. This is super old. So quite an old format, which is a bit of a struggle, but we're going to make it work. Little things and icons, washi and headers, and then I've kept these sheets at the back because I'm just not going to use them. Actually, I don't think I'll use this probably, but full box checklists, which I definitely don't use. And then this page, which I don't use in this spread either. So that is the kit. I'm just going to tuck these back in order. Where's my full boxes? Okay, so I'm going to keep these sheets off to the side because I'm definitely not using them in this spread. So for foil in the kit, you also got these what are they called? Full box overlay sheet. So I think I'm just going to use one quote. I think I'm going to do second star to the right and straight on till morning, because for me that's kind of the most iconic Peter Pan quote. But then this one also says, think of a wonderful thought. And then I think I'm going to keep these 2 for another, like I'll put them in my foil overlay sheet section and I'll just use them for a different kit. I just don't really think I need to use them here, but I definitely want to use the quote box, so I'll be using that. And then I have this little icon leftover thing, see if I can use up any of these. I've got my, oh, I should mention as well, this is in gold foil, so I've got my sleep in, payday, work, more work, which I just need to cut manually, frappe, reading, which I cut to make read, warzone. I'm going to use maybe some coffee and then the grocery run off my sampler, plan next week, watch YouTube, and then watch Plan With Me's, all from Monique Plans. And then I've got out my character stickers and a few little icons that I want to use. So this is going to form the basis of my week. And as I've mentioned before, this is the first spread that I'm going to be doing from scratch fully on camera, and it's the last spread that I'm going to be doing a memory spread. So from next week I'm back to uni, like the week I'm living, so next week in this planner, and I'm going to be doing that as a plan ahead primarily, and then I'll fill in the gaps with other stuff after. So it's kind of going to be in 2 parts, but for this video it's all going to be in the one. So let's start off with, like I always do in these spreads, date covers. And where did I put my glitter headers? In here somewhere. Here. Oh, I realised I forgot to pull out date dots as well, so I'll have to go back and grab those, but that's what I'm going to start with. So the date covers, as you can see, are just, oh, actually I don't know if you can see, they're like a night sky. They're like dark navy blue with like a star pattern, so really nice. So I'll just pop those down first, and obviously the PP6 has kind of a set spot to put them, and they kind of fit exactly the Glam Planner date covers, which is nice. I think I'll probably end up going back and grabbing gold circle date dots from my foil binder, the ones from Glam Planner, because I think they'll fit in this, well they do, they're kind of made to fit in this circle perfectly. Saturday, and then obviously Sunday down here, which is not my favorite thing obviously about a B6, but that's primarily why this is my study planner, because I primarily study Monday to Friday. I try and keep it off the weekends, because especially Sunday's my only day off. I work 6 days a week, so I try and keep study off Sunday, so primarily Monday to Friday. So that's the date covers. I'll come back and do the date dots, as I said. So then I'm going to go into glitter headers. So I always do the top row first, just straight across the top. So I'm just going to do, a lot of the time I'll do them sort of, I know a lot of people do them in order, just kind of go around, but so for example, like this kit, I'll do them out of order because I want to keep the 2 blues separate. Even though they are different blues, like they look nothing alike, I just like to have it broken up and some variation in the colours, so I will separate them. I just got to remember what order I did. So I really like this gold colour. It actually looks like a gold. A lot of the time when shops, I think, try and do gold, it ends up just looking yellow or mustard or orange. But I would actually say, oops, this colour, like if I had to say, you know, what colour is that, I would say gold, which I like. So that is my base glitter headers. So now I'm going to do my full boxes, and then I'll do my other glitter headers. So these are my boxes. As I said, I'm going to do this flag, which I think I'm going to put the overlay on this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to leave this one out of both spreads. I think it's just because it's a little bit too dark. Even on camera, it's brighter in real life, but I still think it's a bit too dark. You can't really tell what it is. Obviously you can see the teeth and the tongue, but other than that you can't really tell what it is, so I'm going to leave that one out. But as I said, I think I'm going to do this one with the quote, so I might do that in the middle. So I could do, so I've done it a few different ways in the past. I liked this. Okay, I've done that way a few weeks now. I like this. Yeah, I think I like this. So I'm going to do this box here because it's going to have my quote and it's going to be right in the middle of the week, which I like. Whereas traditionally in my A5 spread, I would put my quote box top left in the sidebar. Obviously there is no sidebar, so I will do it this way. I'm going to put this one, is it Captain Hook, I think? Yes, it is. Captain Hook there. And then I've got to kind of separate these because these look quite similar. And this has a green background. So I might do this one next, I think. Oh, actually, I've just realised I've got to put the bottom washi down, so I don't know how far down I have to go. That's alright, we'll do that next. So I need to put the bottom washi, as it would seem, at the bottom, because otherwise I don't know how far down to put my full boxes. So, and as you can see, oh no, you can't see that. I ripped my page last week, so I've got a chunk missing, but that's okay. Doesn't bother me. So let's do this strip that I cut. My camera just died, so I just went ahead and did this extra strip of bottom washi and just chopped off the end to make it fit, and I just chopped off the inner corner right here to make it fit as well. So right, back to it. So I've got my full boxes, so now I know which one goes at the bottom. I actually think I want to do this one at the bottom just so it doesn't clash with the green. So put that just a little bit above the bottom washi like that, and then I also know how, like, what spacing I can do for this one, so I try and get it in the middle or as much as possible. It doesn't need to be perfect. That will do. So it kind of sits in the middle of those, and then I have this last box here to pop, and I try and line it up with this one. Oh, that's sideways. Okay, that's relatively even. So then I have those boxes left over, which I will use. I'll pop in my pile for my next spread. I'll pop the bottom washi page as well because I don't need that anymore. And now let's go back to glitter headers and fill in this. Now, I always get a bit lost doing these second round of glitter headers. I always feel like I end up with the wrong colours and wrong order, so essentially all I try and do is make sure that, like, no colours are either in the same row next to each other or like across. I don't know if that really makes any sense, but I think you'll see once I'm done what I mean by that. And then I also don't put a, what's it called, a glitter header down here just to make the most of the space. So I'll do gold here, and then I'll do probably blue. No, this is what happens. I'll do blue because that blue's far enough away. And then I won't do green because that'll clash. I'll do this blue. Actually, that ended up relatively even. Normally it doesn't. So I've got an equal number of all the colours left, which is great. And that'll be enough to do next week's spread, I think. So I used 4, 8, 11, 14. Perfect. And then I've got 14 left. Yep, so that'll be enough to use in the next spread. So I'll put that aside. And now we're going to get into the day by day. So I've got my, my week here. So I know what I did, my plans. I've just got that off to the side. And then I've also obviously got my, oops, character stickers. Actually, while I've got it, I'm going to do this quote box. So I'm going to put it on this one, as I said. Now, It's always a bit iffy for me trying to get this to line up, especially because if you do it wrong, you can't fix it. But oh, that actually looks pretty good. Let me just grab my ruler, wherever that is. Actually, I'll just use this. No, that's not, here it is. Ruler, just to straighten that out. Oh, that actually looks really nice. Can you see that on camera? I don't think you can. Oh, there it is. So nice. Okay, I'll just pop that back. Middle, lovely. Alright, so let's go into day by day. So starting with Monday, the first thing that I wanted to mark was that I downloaded Planet Zoo, and I feel like last week was the week of Planet Zoo. It's all I did. I literally played it every day. So if anyone who doesn't know Planet Zoo, if anyone used to know Roller Coaster Tycoon, and Zoo Tycoon is what I'm looking for. It used to be a kind of series of games on PC way back in the day, and I used to play them quite religiously. And then a new company recently called, like, it's the Planet series, so there's Planet Coaster and now Planet Zoo. They've kind of taken that concept and just modernized it, and the software and graphics are so much better. So I've started playing, I used to play Planet Coaster quite a lot, and now I've started playing Planet Zoo because that was always my favorite. Okay, so let's try that again, shall we? So I've just pulled off my things that I just popped down there, and it's funny enough that I said that the paper was reasonably forgiving, and then I had to rip everything up. So it's kind of ripped up a little bit of the page, but it's nothing too crazy. I can definitely still work with it. So I'm going to mark in work. I can't believe I forgot that. But I'm going to mark in work with these checklist flags. So I've just cut the bottom there so you can see to use. So I find these perfect because they're the only thing that I have 7 of, and I think I've said before I work 7 shifts a week. So yeah, so we're going to go through and just pop those down. So the only rule I have here is I make sure that the colour of the top doesn't match the colour of the, like the colour of the glitter header doesn't match the colour of the flag is the word I'm looking for. So, oh, actually I'll do this one. So I'm going to do all my main shifts first. Oops, sorry about my phone. It's very loud. I'm going to do all my main oh, I've got 2 yellow. Shit. That's okay. We'll do yellow or gold over here. That's not straight. Come on. Pop that down, and then we'll do... Okay, I'll come back to that one. Green. And then I'll do the navy, and then I'll do the light blue here when I come back to it. Cool. Okay, so that we've got the work scripts, the work flags laid down that I'm going to go through with these scripts. So I've got 2 that are cut on sheets here, so that I bought pre-done. And then 2 of, I had the file of these and I foiled them myself, and I just need to cut them out. I'm not too phased by the cut lines because they're only going in, you know, here. But obviously I do prefer when I can just pull them off the sheet. It's a lot easier. So that's what it looks like there, the working gold. So I just put that next to the flag. And I think I have 7, well I hope I have 7 of these. So as you can see, as you can imagine, I go through work scripts quite quickly. Obviously needing 7 per week is kind of ridiculous, but that is the life that we live, so it is what it is. So I'll just go through and cut these literally just in squares. They're clear paper, so I'm not too worried. Come on, off. And then I'll just peel them back and pop them down. As I said, so ideally, I mean, they wouldn't be like this. They would be, you know, cut with a silhouette, but, oh, same person texting me, sorry. But I don't care that much. It doesn't really bother me. And I would rather use these sort of seconds ones in this planner rather than using them in my main spread. So let's pop that down on Saturday. And then where is the one that I haven't used? That's always fun. This one. Okay, get rid of that and the other rubbish. Cool, so I'm going to keep this one aside with my flags because I still have one day to mark. I just don't know how I'm going to mark it with the spacing. So I'll come back to that. But for now, I'm going to go back to where I was up to in popping my stuff back in. I knew I was missing, I knew the spacing didn't seem right when I was putting it down. I knew there was too much room, but I just couldn't work out why. So now I know. Obviously these aren't going to stick super well because they have been pulled up, but it doesn't really faze me. And then this one, I accidentally took a chunk out of here when I pulled it up, which, I mean, it kind of bothers me, but at the same time, I'm not going to do a whole nother script and character sticker just for that little chunk, so maybe I'll put like a piece of deco or something there just to cover it, but otherwise, that looks better. The spacing makes more sense. That is Monday, so now we'll move on to Tuesday, which, you know, I was supposed to do before, but that's okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 things to mark plus work. So I'm going to have to do some smaller stuff, which is where I struggle in these older Glam Planner kits, because everything is like half box size, which, I mean, I can't even fit one half box in there. I can maybe fit one there. So it's a bit of a struggle. So what am I going to do? I was feeling down in the morning, so I think what I'm just going to do is just do a little thing. And then I'll just pop in, I've got this Kiss My and Ass girl from Glam Planner. She's just like under a cloud and she's a bit sad. Holy shit, that's bigger than I thought. Let's do, I'm going to cut that. I'm going to kind of cut her body so she's like the same thing. She's under a cloud but she doesn't have any legs. Sorry. Oh, that's the wrong way around too. Okay, so let's just pick this up because obviously the flag is here. I want to do it on this side. Let's just tuck that up there. And then actually I do like the grid lines on this planner because it means I actually stick things on straight. So that is a help. Alright, so we'll just tuck that in there. So it kind of overlaps the K, but that's okay, I don't really mind. For feeling down. And then next I watched one of my favorite streamers. So I actually think I'm just going to do another little thing, which I don't love having the same color little things, but in Elle's new kits that has changed, so we love. And I actually had a foiled TV icon pulled out, but I think I'm just going to leave the little thing icon there, and I'll use that TV for something else. And then next thing I did was played surprise Planet Zoo. So I'm going to do that in a quarter box, and that's yellow, that's green, that's blue. Oh, I wish I had navy in the quarter box. Do I have anything else? Not in that size, so I think we'll do this color. Yeah, that's fine, even though it's kind of, I'm going to overlap the glitter header a little bit just because I have 2 other things to mark. One of them is work, so, oh no, that means that's blue too. No, alright, we're changing that. Sorry guys. I'm going to stick this back down and we're going to do green. I don't love that, but that's okay. Green, and then I can do this little flag that's blue, so use that there, and that last little work cutout to mark work. And then I just wanted to put in the bottom grocery. Actually, sorry, I've skipped ahead. Let me pop this down so I don't get lost. The Planet Zoo little, I think that's Nala, like a lion essentially. Work, and then what do I have? I have groceries. So I'm just going to do that in another little thing, which again is blue. Not a fan, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm just going to flip that upside down. I'm just going to get this up so I can scoot under it. Yes. Make sure I don't go below that line. Oh, there's so much blue altogether. Oh, I kind of hate that, but I can't do anything about it now. And then I've just got this grocery bag from Fox and Cactus to mark grocery run, and I do have a script for that. So this comes on my weekly sampler from Monique. So you kind of get, this is one that I've already used, but you get 3 coffees, 5 works, a payday, grocery run, Kmart run, meal prep, and a watch plan with me. So just kind of a sampler of things that you might need in a week. So I'm just going to use the grocery run off this sheet and just kind of put it over the top of the bag. That's really cute. I like that. Cool. So moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday. So in the morning, where am I? Why does my stuff make no sense? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sense of my order of things. Oh no, okay, here we go. So in the morning I did yoga. So how am I gonna mark that? I really need, I'm gonna have to start using these boxes and cut them because otherwise I'm gonna run out of stuff. So I'm gonna do my little hack of getting a half box like this. It's too big. Oh, there's a hair on it. So I cut it in half. I've got 2 halves of, oh, what's that? 2 halves of a half box. I put the bottom down first. It's kind of where I think that I need to put it. Line it up with the side. Oh, that's actually pretty straight cut. Normally they're pretty sideways. And then I overlay the top half on top to make kind of like, it's bigger than a quarter box, but it's not a half box. So that's how I use the older kits from shops. And you know, for me it's mainly Glam Planner that has heaps of half boxes which are too big for what I need and not enough small things, so I'll cut them up. So I've got that for yoga, and I couldn't find a sticker that matched, so I'm just going to use this little bow from SPC from an old sampler. It's just a foiled bow. Next, I'm going to mark that I watched the same streamer that I watched yesterday, so I'm going to pop that in a little thing just to keep it simple. Again, I really dislike that all the little things are the same colour, but I've got to do what I've got to do. And again, I had a foiled little laptop out, but I'm just going to use the icon on the little thing. Then, surprise, surprise, I played Planet Zoo. So we're going to do a... Ooh, that's actually all I had to mark. No, so what we're going to do, we're going to use that to mark the block. I'm going to do Planet Zoo down here. And then we're going to do something else for watching the stream, which probably will be another little thing. Don't love that, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. So that's what that's gonna look like there. And I like using this dark because you can turn it upside down and don't have to worry about putting something on top of it. So then I'm just gonna grab my another Lion King. You can see the sheet that I pulled from. Planet Zoo little munchkin there. And then I think that's it for, I hope that's it for Wednesday. I've got no more room. Yes, it is. Moving on to Thursday. So obviously I had work, and then we had the Black Ops. So the game I play, which is Call of Duty, the new game for 2020, 2021. was announced or revealed today. So I'm just going to pop that in with a, now I hate this sticker because it comes in 2 parts. Here, I don't know if you can see that. Ooh, that's the wrong way. But you have to like stick it separately, which drives me insane. But that's okay. So she's just like watching the TV. And that's pretty much what I did. Watch YouTube on the TV. And then at the middle of the day, I went to the beach, which I've been doing a little bit, but went to the beach and just sort of hung out and had lunch, which you kind of have to do quickly because I guess you're not technically supposed to do it, but you know, we're wearing masks and being safe and everything. So I'm just using this little spring girl from Planet Beautiful to mark that. And then down the bottom I need to mark that I enrolled in my 2nd trimester, which the day I'm doing this is my 1st week of that. What's the word I'm looking for? Trimester, I guess. So that started again, which is fun. So I'm going to use... I don't like that I have... Well, I've got 2 blues left. But I've already used the blue here, so I don't, and I've got the yellow left, but I've already used the yellow. So ideally I want to use green. Whatever, let's just do it. Cut it in half again because it's too big. This one's a little less straight. So put the bottom down. Actually, I'm going to move this up a little smidgen. I'll stick that down at the end. What's this for? We're enrolling, so that doesn't need to be too big. Oops, like that. And then this fits neatly in there. So for enrolling in my next trimester, I have this little Once More With Love Scribble Prints Co. munchkin that I found on an old freebie, and I'll just pop that in there. Moving on to Friday. What did I do on Friday? Oh, we had a little frappe run, which is a little naughty, but it's Friday. It's what you like to do. So I'm going to use a navy, like the sky pattern, I think. What else do I need to put? Friday, I filmed, then I edited, then I had a haul. Okay, so I need to fit something else here. So I'll move it up. I'll pop that down. What else? What do I have to mark that? So I just have this little, technically it's a like Starbucks emoji, but I can't get to Starbucks at the moment because it's much further than 5 kilometers away, which is very upsetting. So I'm just going to use it anyway. And I'll just use a... Ooh, did I not bring out Frappe Run? Yes, I did. A little Frappe Run script in gold from Monique, of course. All my foil is always from Monique. Don't even need to ask at this point. So I'll just tuck that up there. Well, I didn't really leave myself much room, did I? What am I going to put there? I think I'm just going to do this little foiled film camera. Just tuck it in. And then I'm just going to write film, which will fit there. That's totally fine. Then next, I did a Glam Planner order. So I'm going to use a little thing, I think. Yes. Because I have a bit to mark this day, so... Glam Planner order, and I'm just using this Coffee Monsters Co. little computer, or laptop I should say, to mark that. And then, oh fuck, I'm just realised that's supposed to be on Saturday, so I'm just going to pull that up. And I'll just put that on my sheet, I'll use that later. I edited videos this day. I got my Shein haul in, which I've been waiting on. That's probably the biggest thing of the day. I need to be able to fit. Okay, how am I going to fit this in? So, Shein, and then something needs to face this way, so I'll use the star again. That needs to, what else do I need to fit in? Oh, I edited. Okay, so that can go in another little thing. As you can see, I kind of have to use little things in these kits when I would normally be using labels, which I don't love, but well, what can you do? So that's what it will look like. Again, it's way too much of the same color, but there's not much I can do. So to mark my Shein haul, so I put in quite a big order for some spring and summer clothes, so I got that in that day, which was really exciting. And then we had a game night, so I'm just gonna pop that in there. And then I might actually use this laptop icon, or maybe this YouTube icon, to mark editing from the actual kit. Yeah, that's cute. I like the different color. So now on to Saturday. So first thing I did was, actually I'm going to work up from the bottom. I finally finished Midnight Sun, which I have been a twihard for a long time. Ever since the first book came out, I've been hooked. It's probably my favourite movie series of all time, and book series, even though I know it's pretty rubbish. It's my favourite. So to finish, I've been spacing out Midnight Sun for a long time. I didn't want to finish it. And then for anyone who knows the story, I talked about this in my A5 spread as well, but for anyone who knows the story, I got to the baseball scene and the clearing, like when James and Victoria and Laurent, like James begins the hunt essentially, and that's where I finished the night before. And then I picked it up and I just needed to know how Edward reacted to everything that happened, and I couldn't finish. I spent 3 hours and I finished it. And you know, for anyone who's read it, I'm not going to spoil it, but like the videotape scene was just like, you don't hear about that in the book or in Twilight or in the movie. So that was just, you know, something so amazing, and obviously really sad, but it was really interesting and I couldn't put it down. So I spent literally 3 hours up to like 1 a.m. finishing it. So I'm using a little munchkin to mark that. So what else have I marked on that day? So I've got that. Did I mark shipping my US box? Yes. And then I did a Glam Planner order. So 1, 2, 3. So I'll pop that on this side. I had my Glam Planner order, which again, it's all very blue. Don't love that, but it is what it is. Oh, that's way too high because it goes over the work. About there. That's better. And I want to use this, but I don't think this is going to fit. Nope, I'm going to have to put this higher. We'll come back to that. I'm going to put this as kind of close as I can, but while still leaving a gap. I don't like things to touch. And then I think I'm going to pull this icon off, which I can do. I'm still going to tuck this in because this fits perfectly in this space. It's like science here. Come on, I know you fit. I did it before. Again, like a tiny slither of space, and then I'm just going to pop this one a bit down. Like that. So that is to mark my Glam Planner order. Is it? No, that's to mark I shipped my US box. This is to mark my Glam Planner order. So it's Tinny and Friends, and she's holding stickers, which obviously means that you received the stickers, but that's okay. I still use it to mark that I ordered stickers. So that's that, and then I finished Midnight Sun. Moving on to Sunday, which is my only day off of the week, which we love. So I'm going to use, and my favorite thing to do to mark sleeping in is using a flag. So I turn the flag oh, that is sideways. I turn the flag sideways. Like that. And then I use some sort of, I'm using like a pillow. Oh, that's yellow and yellow. That's not my favorite, but that's okay. And then I will get a sleep in script from you know who, Monique, and I will pop that. Do I want to put it on here or on here? I think here. Yeah, pop that there. to mark sleeping in. As I said, it was my only day where, I mean, I mark sleep in, but I don't really sleep in. It's my only day of the week that I'm not woken up by an alarm. But that's too long to write, so I just write sleep in. Next thing I did was sorted out my new clothes that I had received on the Friday from Shein. So, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have opinions on Shein, I understand that, but to be honest, they're one of the only oh, I hate that, that's the same colour. They're one of the only stores that like I find, because I'm in Australia, I don't have a lot of the sort of cheaper shops like Forever 21 and we have H&M, but I think it's rubbish compared to the American one. So we don't have a lot of the stores that have broad range of sizing and stuff, so I have to shop online, and I find Shein has the the clothes that I want, and it has inclusive sizing and it's reasonably priced. Obviously it's not the best quality, but I understand that. So yeah, that's my take on it. I understand that there is, some issues, but that's my take on it, as I said. So I did mark just sort of, no, that's for tidying actually, I gotta come back to that. This little emoji with, I think she's got a candle, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I was sorting out my new clothes and I did have a candle burning, so I thought I would just use that. And then use a little thing to mark we tidied the bedroom and the living room. So that's what that needs to go up higher. That's what the mustard vacuum cleaner was for that I accidentally put down, or I showed before. This is super old from SPC. It's like from an old multicolour sheet. God, those were the days, honestly. And then last but I've got two things I want to fit in here, which is absolutely not, I'm going to go down below the box. And the icon that I've got is way too big. Okay, what can I do? I'll use a computer. Alright, so I'm going to do another little thing, which, don't like it, but it's the only thing I can do to fit everything in. And I'll just move this little there to tuck underneath. So I'm going to do a little laptop to mark that I was setting up for my trimester that started the next day. And then my last thing that I wanted to put in, which I'll do another little thing, which, hate it, but whatevs, gotta do it, right at the bottom here. And that is to mark in my feelings. So I was just having a shitty one this night, so I'm just tucking that in here. So that is all very close together, not my favorite. I probably should have used something smaller. I probably should have cut this actually, but it is what it is. That's what we're going with. So that is the finished spread. So I've just got to add in a couple of scripts which I didn't originally. So plan next week is one of them, and payday is another. Oh, and read. Okay, so let's do payday. So I get paid twice a week, on a Tuesday night and a Friday, so I generally just pop that on top of the glitter header. I don't like to do a whole separate sort of box for it or anything like that. And then I'll do this payday one here. Actually, I don't think I'm going to mark plan next week because I can't. No, you know what? I'm going to do it. So what I filmed this day, now I'm jumping a bit back and forth, but what I filmed this week was my plan with me. So I'm just going to do plan next week on the film icon, so you can kind of see that's what I filmed. And then reading, so what I'm doing is getting my reading, so I use these for uni, so like my readings, but then I also, rather than buy a read script, I just cut the ing off and use read. So I'm gonna do this read probably up here, and then I'll write in finished midnight sun. So that is my finished week sort of laid down. So now I'm going to go through and write everything in. It'd help if my pen was, facing, was up. Okay, and that is the finished spread. So I'm actually mostly happy with my handwriting in this one, which is rare, but I'm really happy with this overall. I really like this kit. I really like the gold. I don't think if I used it in my main spread I would have liked it as much, so I'm actually really glad that I waited and used it in here. I don't know why, I just think it fits this planner really nicely. So the only thing I have left to do, which I'll do off camera because my battery is dead, is add in my date, what are these called? Date circle? Dates, I guess. And that's really it. So this is my finished spread. You can kind of see the gold where I've used it there. And yeah, that is everything. I'm really happy with it. As I said, stay tuned for next week because that's going to be a bit different, so I'll plan ahead in this planner so you'll see how I use it. And yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!